We're gathered here today to witness the marriage of Daniel and Sophie, to share their joy and to celebrate their love. And as Daniel and Sophie come before you here today as two, they will leave this place as one, united in marriage. We know that you're all happy to be here in order to witness and celebrate their union and to support them in sustaining it from this day on. And we celebrate this unique time in their lives and make it meaningful by entering into it in an attitude of respect for their deep commitment to each other.
Let's start off by thanking every single one of you for coming all the way to France for us and what we wanted to do. We tried to do something really special, and I hope you can see all that now. And also, it's been really small for a reason, because all of you, if you look around the room, every single one of you have got something massive to do with our life and me and Sophie, and that was what was important to us.
Firstly, I would like to say what a beautiful bride my lovely daughter, Sophie, is. Right, so anyone who knows Sophie will also know that Sophie is a born organiser. She had to help plan my speech. And life is never boring with Sophie, as demonstrated by her many hair colours. And I'm always worried, but before a visit, I would not recognise her. But I knew would today, because she was the one with the bridal gown. She moved from Louth to London with no job to speak of, on a tight budget, but Sophie's always focused and determined. She very quickly got a job and made friends and developed a great life for herself, and just continues to go from strength to strength. Family is very important to Sophie, and she treasures both her close friends and extended family. She always puts so much care and love into her. So much thought into relationships, and always loves to visit everyone when she is at home.
Or should I say, Miss Jenkins? So I remember when Sophie used to strut her shit around school, right? The girl in the year above me, giving it a little bit of attitude around school, walking around. Yeah, she didn't notice me, I noticed her though. I'm sure all of you are very proud of Sophie. I mean, when I came to London, I had a bit of family around and whatnot to get me through it, but Sophie came on her own, and to this day, I think that is immense. And also, I'm proud of what she's got out. She gets the best out of me. She makes me be the best person I can be. Even when I'm not feeling like I can be the best, or I'm tired, or whatever it be, this woman makes me get up and do something that I don't want to do, whatever. But she's made everything of me, and she's changed everything about my life, so. Let's raise a glass to Sophie on that count. I'm going to just say one thing. I felt like I got a massive kick up my arse when I met Soph. I felt like I had to do things, and for the first time I wasn't trying to achieve things just for myself. I felt like I was achieving something for someone else. And I also felt like Sophie wouldn't want to be with a bum. And I mean that in the right way. I felt like, but in my mind, I just had to do the best I can, because Soph, I believed, would want to be with the best she could be with, and I wanted to be that man. But I wanted to make the best effort I could to do the best I could possibly be, and that is genuine, and that's for Sophie as well. I want to thank Alistair. I just thought I'd mention, one of the first times I met Alistair, and one of the themes of this morning, I was sat in the living room one day, chilling, and he says, I'm going to bring you something in to show you. He comes running in with a fucking shotgun into the living room. I shit myself. He just wanted to show me a shotgun though, it was all right. So that was some of the reason why I wanted to do some shooting today.
I first met Dan in year 6 of primary school, and the first memory is we actually had a scuffle in the playground because a friend of his told him I'd said something about his mum, which, don't worry Carol, where are you? I didn't say anything, he made it up. It was Perry, by the way. We spent most of our childhood playing football, running around the abandoned RAF buildings, smashing windows, that sort of thing, as you do, with our heads. And he was quite accident prone. One incident that stands out is when he was on his push bike and he rode through the rear windscreen of my auntie's car. And that's how he got the gruesome scar on his forearm. And as he got older, things got a bit weird. I won't spell it out, but he ran a very exclusive club out of his bedroom. I weren't going to say that, but yes, it was called Wank Club.
I'm going to say one other thing. This wedding's been really easy for me. I just showed up and it seemed to just happen. Yeah. No, on a real note, coming to Sophie, I mean, how fantastic. Sophie has done so much, and honestly, I've just witnessed, I thought she's just been really annoying at first, but I realised now the vision of what Sophie's doing, and it's the same for our house, it's the same for our life. Everything I've realised is that Soph's the vision, and I just need to shut up and let her tell me what to do. I was well against having a dog. Yeah, Graham talked me into it one night, pissed. Told Sophie we'd have one, she didn't believe me. Next morning I woke up and the first thing I did was say, we can have a dog. I said, we're rearing a dog, we've got to go together, and we met Winnie. So it was meant to be, and Winnie's a great dog. And now she loves me clearly more than Sophie, let's face it. Right, see you in a little while. No way. She hasn't, does she? It's got everything. It has always said she didn't trust the man. I wear my watch. I would wear my watch. Because
Anyone who knows Dan knows he has a tendency to exaggerate. The only time he doesn't exaggerate is when he speaks of his love for Sophie.
Hey, for me, personally, honestly, on a genuine note, bumping into Sophie in London was a complete sign for me. I don't know about many people, but we bumble through life a little bit, and there's things that happen throughout life that are very important, and you don't realise them until the moment, but I absolutely knew the moment I bumped into Soph. I don't know if anyone knows, I probably told everyone, but I got on a train to go home and someone rang me to come back and meet him, and Soph was stood next to me at the bar. It was absolutely meant to happen. And it wasn't meant to happen at school or any other time, it was meant to happen at that moment. So I'm absolutely certain Soph is meant to be my wife. To the point where I got day 2, I went home and told my mum I was going to marry this woman. And that's true.
Happiness in marriage is not something that just happens. A good marriage must be created. In the art of marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say, "I love you," out loud at least once a day. And it's a common search for the good and the beautiful in each other. It's doing things for each other, not in the attitude of duty or sacrifice, but in a spirit of joy. It's never going to sleep angry. It's not expecting the husband to wear a halo or the wife to have the wings of an angel. It's not looking for perfection in each other. It's cultivating flexibility, patience, understanding, and a sense of humour. It's speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which each of you can grow. It's not only marrying the right partner, it's being the right partner.
On behalf of the bride and groom, I'd like to thank the bridesmaids, Charlotte, Helen, Olivia, and Jen, along with the delightful Poppy, and the groomsmen, Sam, Graham, Steve, and father of the bride, Alistair, for all their help in the build-up. She actually took my breath away earlier when I saw her, and she still does. Sophie and I love you very much, and I've always been so proud of you. I want to wish you both and Daniel the best of life together. Sophie and Daniel have a great partnership. They have goals both joint for their personal work and life in work as well. So just know they will have a great future together.
Do you, Daniel, offer yourself wholly and joyfully, and do you choose Sophie as the person with whom you will share your life in laughter and in tears, in conflict and in tranquility, loving what you know of her and trusting what you do not yet know?
I do.
Do you, Sophie, offer yourself wholly and joyfully, and do you choose Daniel as the person with whom you will share your life in laughter and tears, in conflict and tranquility, loving what you know of him and trusting what you do not yet know?
I do.
And will you, the families and friends of Daniel and Sophie, support and uphold them in their marriage now and in the years to come?
We do.
Well, you've got a lot of support there.
Yeah.
I, Daniel,
take you, Sophie, as my wife, and I promise to always be faithful, in joy and in pain, in health and in illness, and to love you and to honour you every day of my life.
I, Sophie, take you, Daniel, as my husband, and I promise to be always faithful, in joy and in pain, in health and in illness, and to love you and to honour you every day of my life.
Sophie, take this ring as a symbol of my love and fidelity.
Daniel, take this ring as a symbol of my love and fidelity.
In the presence of families and friends and before this congregation here today, it now gives me great pleasure to declare that you are husband and wife together. Congratulations. And now finally, Daniel, you may kiss the bride.
On behalf of everyone here, I'd like to thank you both for inviting us to spend this special day with you. It's been amazing. Ladies and gentlemen, please raise a glass to my best mate and his beautiful wife, Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins.
Which is mostly important to me as well is my mum. I mean this honestly, my mother is the reason I'm the man I am. And she brought me up on my own. Something I also wanted to do was for Gran. And we got you something, Gran, to say thank you for all the effort. You enjoy that, all right? Thank you for being here.
They say opposites attract, and I think that sums up their relationship perfectly. His brain has got a million things on the go at once, whereas Sophie's focused on one thing at a time, finer details. And I think he gets on her nerves. But she'd be bored if she didn't have someone to train up. It's a good project for her. I think, seriously, it's safe to say Sophie's been a very good influence on Dan. Since they've been together, his career has taken an upward turn, and I know she was a big part of that. Just the Xbox and the vape to get rid of now.
All the best, right?
All the best.
And we all love you. To Dan and Sophie.
Cheers.
Sophie didn't say I could not embarrass Daniel. The apart from Carol, Daniel's mum, who knew Daniel was a dancer. On a recent move, Sophie and I found his Billy Elliot shoes. We were putting boxes into the loft and we came across these and, well, we had a laugh. We had tears rolling down our face. Please join me in a toast to Sophie and Daniel. Sophie, love you. Thank you.
So, Sophie, I promise to always love you, even when you do me head in. I promise to always do my best for you as well, even if it's tough. I promise to put my clothes away the moment you wash them. To Sophie and me.
Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Mr. and Mrs. Jenkins.